Well, that's correct. I bought another Tesla, and today I'm going to tell you exactly why you should maybe consider doing the same thing. Let's do it. It's so gross out. Well, I know we're in a bit of a different place today. I am in my vehicle filming this video because I just saw it fitting instead of doing my normal little basement setup. Literally just in my driveway. There's so much to talk about surrounding Tesla. It's kind of been wary on where things are going there. It's enough to make me want to make this video because I mean, honestly, it's been almost disappointing seeing like the stock tanking and I don't know, some of the Twitter stuff, which we're not even going to touch. But it's worth talking about today because I think as far as helping their consumers, they just made a huge move. Okay, there's a decent amount more to talk about. I'm sick of being in my car. Let's finish this inside. Okay, a quick interruption. This might seem off topic, but it's not. It's the state of car manufacturing right now. If Tesla, a relatively new player in the large scale of vehicle manufacturing, is able to bring their two most popular vehicles down $13,000, you could argue that it was partially for the tax credit, but they also did the Model X and the Model S. So altogether, they dramatically dropped prices. So, dear Ford, get with the program, please. We've been eating these costs on the F-150 Lightning. It's even closer. Bring it back. We need. I don't even think we'll ever see the $40,000 F-150 Lightning ever again. But you know, the Mach-E's gone off, I think, like $5,000-ish. Across the board, the Lightning has gone up dramatically, like minimum similar to Tesla, like $13K or so. So, please, just meet it in the middle or something. Eyes are on you, like it really is. Eyes are on Ford right now. If Tesla can do this, there's no reason the connections and the established company that Ford is, like granted they're newer to EVs, but as far as producing and creating vehicles, they're not so new at that. In fact, I'd argue the opposite. They should be in a spot to lower their prices too. So let's see it, guys. Or give me a really good reason in the comments why you think they can't. Okay, so as I was saying, the two kind of biggest things that I think are worth mentioning in this video is one, you know, why this is important. You know, what are your options? What did Tesla even do? We'll get into that. It'll be easy and quick. But more importantly, like, why did I make a decision to go back to Tesla? You guys have been following me for a while. You know, I've been very avid about going with a non-Tesla. In fact, the Ford Lightning, which I'm still waiting on even being scheduled, even though I have an order. That's for another video. But the frustration of there led me to just buy a new, I wanted to go back electric, right? And I was like, there's all these options. There's great options right now, by the way. But at the end of the day, where I live, the biggest reason I went back to a Tesla comes back to charging network. It's a big thing right now, especially even on their older vehicles. They offer what's called the CSS retrofit, which means you can buy an adapter and not only use all of Tesla's very reliable chargers, but if you're in a pinch, you can use the J17 plugs, the DC fast charging, all that stuff with the adapter on your Tesla. So at the end of the day, when it comes to reliability, peace of mind, if you're going on trips, especially if you were considering like in my price range, the Teslas I could afford or whatever, the older Model X, I have only I think it's estimated 230 in range. So I do need a semi-reliable place to charge. So all said and done, there's a million reasons, but I did end up going with a Tesla instead of, you know, I was considering like, you know, I love the Ioniq 5. I think that's great. The EV6 I've drove. I think that's awesome. Even a Mustang Mach-E, I was like, hell yeah, that's great. But at the end of the day, for the same price of those, I got an older Tesla Model X, which If you've been following me, you know that's been kind of my dream Tesla just forever, but it's always been so expensive. But the used market just a couple weeks ago was low enough for me to just jump on that. That's the used market. It's starting to go up for this next reason, which is an incredible $13,000 price drop on the Model 3 and the Model Y. Now this price drop has, unfortunately, I've been diving into the used prices. They are not going down anymore. In fact, they're going up. Okay, so check this out. Sawyer Merritt, great follow on Twitter if you don't know it. I'm sure you guys already do. Anyways, get this. Just this morning he tweeted, Tesla's US inventory on Tesla's site is down 51%, selling almost half their vehicles. But CarMax, as a sample source, has sold in just 24 hours 57% of their Tesla inventory in 24 hours. And CarMax is huge. Like, that is crazy big. So that's no small feat, and it kind of says that Tesla's back in a lot of ways. It's showing confidence that your used Tesla is not dramatically losing value like it was a couple weeks ago when I bought my new Tesla. Like, Tesla's back in a lot of ways. So let's talk finally about what that whole drop is, right? Well, like I said, $13,000 less on the Tesla Model Y and the Model 3. And on paper, that sounds great, but it's worth mentioning that just not even maybe a year and a half ago, that's what the prices were to begin with. So we just kind of went back down to where they were. However, they didn't have to do that. Some people are saying it's a bad sign for Tesla profits when you're looking at the stock aspect of it, but from a consumer part of this is huge. It's exactly what we needed, and it's exactly where we need other manufacturers to follow suit, is getting EVs to a place where you could cross-shop them with ICE comparisons. And we're there, especially with the Tesla Model Y. Now with the tax incentive, the Tesla Model Y is now about $45,000. Okay, $45,490 with the current incentives. That is easily cross-shoppable with vehicles like the Grand Cherokee, RAV4, all of the cross-shopping you'd usually do with an ICE vehicle. You can throw a Tesla in now, which has never been able to happen before. That's a good sign. And the Model 3, let me read this again because I'm still shocked. The rear-wheel drive build, $36,490 after incentives. We're at a huge, it's why I'm making this video. Like, this is newsworthy. It really is. The fact that you can cross-shop a Tesla, a fully electric vehicle, with very comparable non-electric versions it's just awesome. It's really cool. Say what you will about Tesla. Obviously, there's still a lot of heat in the flames. But like I was saying earlier, the reason I went back to one, obviously there's still shortcomings. The build quality is never perfect. There's all those things that suck about a Tesla. But at the end of the day, they're still kind of the best infrastructure. They are the best infrastructure of an electric vehicle to own. Stumbling over my words, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, a couple fun facts before we wrap this up. So you're probably asking a lot about the tax incentive. A huge shout out. Here's what's on the screen now. This is Tesla, one of the only people making it very clear what the tax credit looks like when you buy a vehicle from them. So they first break down, I'll just read it verbatim. Customers who take delivery of a qualified Tesla and meet all federal requirements are eligible for up to $7,500. This credit amount applies to deliveries now and may change during March 2023, which at point the credit value may be reduced. And I don't know the exact details on that. It might be like projected what they're going to sell. They might meet a cap of some sort. I apologize. I've really been avoiding diving into the tax credit just because it's such a mess, but I'll do that in a later video soon too. Anyways, the first limitations, adjusted gross income. So if you make over $150,000 for single filers, you're capped. So the next one is if you're filing had a household and you have a couple or whatever it might be, $225,000, and then for married couples filing jointly, $300,000. These are very generous in my opinion. I think your average person is not going to meet these. Like especially if you're married filing jointly and you have that 300K threshold. I think it's safe you'll probably be okay. I don't know, just assuming. I know I would qualify, I could say that much. Price caps, and they just very much break it down what vehicles you can do. And it's why they brought the price down, especially on the Model Y, because that's the one that sticks out. Prior, only the 7-seat variation qualified as technically an SUV. So stupid, but that's what it was. So now that they've brought the Model Y below $55,000, the standard Model Y build, as long as you don't add anything that gets it above that $55K, you're eligible for the price, or $7,500 discount or tax incentive. It's not a discount. You have to do it at the end of the year, so you won't even get it off the initial purchase, but it's great news. It really is. And then, of course, the Model 3, you can build anything you want as long as it doesn't go 55 or over 55,000. This is just really good stuff. And a couple fun things. I'm showing two charts here. You can see a big spike just a couple days ago in the searches for Model Y, Model 3, and that's because everyone is jumping on this train. That's why the used market is looking rough, but it's a great time to buy a new Tesla. It's a huge win. I'm excited about it. Tesla's back in my good graces. I was a self-hating Tesla driver for a little bit there, just because, you know, I don't know, there's a lot of empty promises out there still that I'm still groveling about, like Cybertruck, Roadster stuff. It really rubs me the wrong way about those things. But at the end of the day, hey, Tesla's here and it's a great option and I think you should consider it. And that's why I made this video. I hate that I have to add this disclaimer. I'm not talking smack on any other vehicle at all. Obviously not. I'm just saying how I was cross-shopping other ones. But when it comes to reliable networks and all that stuff, for me, it made sense to go with a Tesla, and you should consider one too. And now we can end this video. And I do apologize because it's been a million years since I've done video, just crazy busy here. You guys don't care, but hopefully I'm doing more videos now. So see you guys, and thank you so much for watching. You guys are the absolute best. I miss you all. I'm happy to be back.